Hi, welcome back, it's Lara. Today we are doing a book haul of October, and yeah, I went a bit mad for me. There is 13 books here, I think. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 13. One of them is a gift. It was mine and my husband's wedding anniversary, the beginning of this month, so he got me a book for a gift. And you'll see that later on, and I'll let you know which one it is. First up, we're starting with A Steeping of Blood by Hassa Faizal. I read A Tempest of Tea and absolutely loved it. It's the first book of hers that I've read, and I know she's done another series which I will get a hold of and give it a read. So that's that one. Then we have A Floating World by Axie O. I'll read you the blurb from this one because I know nothing about it. Just that I have read one of her books already and really enjoyed it. I just can't find it right now. Ex-soldier Sun Ho lives in the underworld, a land of perpetual darkness. Possessing just his name and sword, he comes across the score of a lifetime, a chest of coins, for hunting down the girl who wields silver light. Ren is a spirited acrobat travelling with her family, but everything changes when they are attacked by a demon. Desperate, Ren releases a blast of silver light and kills the monster, but cannot save her beloved uncle from grievous injury. Determined to save him from succumbing to the poisoned wound, Ren sets off for the mountains where the creature came from, where Ren herself fled from 10 years ago. Her path collides with Sun Ho's, but he doesn't realise who she is. As the two grow closer, it becomes clear their paths and destinies are more entwined than they could possibly have imagined. I know the second book for this comes out very soon. Just can't remember the date for that one. I'm looking forward to reading that. I think that's going to be in the books I'm showing you, like next year's plans. Next up, we have An Alchemy of Secrets by Stephanie Garber. This is her debut into an adult book. She's done YA before, Caraval and Once Upon a Broken Heart series. I'll read you the blurb for this one as well. It starts with a class in an old movie theatre. Folklore, 517, local legends and urban myths, taught by a woman called the Professor. Most students believe the Professor's stories are just fiction, but Holland St. James has always been convinced that magic is real. Her search for the truth leads her to a dazzling new world, a deadly ultimatum hidden at the heart of Los Angeles, and into the path of a magnetic stranger who claims he's been sent to save her life. But everyone in this intoxicating new world is lying to her, even this stranger, and if she can't figure out whom to trust, her magical reality could change from a Hollywood dream to a nightmare. And if I'm right, yes, Stephanie Garber's books in the UK come with a printed foiled hardcover. I have Piece of Magic. I think there's another 3 or 4 designs. I did manage to get with the Once Broken Heart series every secret cover that I wanted, so that was fun. Next, we're going to Blood Over Brighthaven by M.L. Wang. And I got this from Waterstones. It was their book of the month. I am a sucker for books of the month. For 20 years, Susanna has devoted every waking moment to the study of magic. When she finally achieves her ambition to become the first woman admitted to High Magistracy at the University of Magics and Industry, she finds herself undermined at every turn. Instead of a lab assistant, she's paired with the janitor, putting her crucial research at risk. But Tommel wasn't always a janitor. Once a nomadic hunter and from the wild plains outside the city, He now sees a chance to understand the forces that decimated his tribe and drove him from his homeland. Together they will uncover an ancient secret that could change the course of magic forever if it doesn't get them killed first. I do always hear great things about Emma Lang and wanted to read her works for a while. So that's another one for next year. Next up we have The Full Moon Coffee Shop by Mai Moshit. Oh, I'll butcher that name. Let's see if we can get it where you don't have a glare. There we go. This one's, sorry, trying to get comfortable now. Under a glittering full moon, a Kyoto coffee shop appears only when where and when it's needed. It's run by talking cats serving delicious desserts and age-old astrological wisdom. This coffee shop attracts customers who have lost their way in life, from a failed video game developer to a romantically challenged TV director. In the middle of the night, the feline guides will set everyone on their destined path. Oof, words! I read! I just struggled to say them out loud apparently. This is on my TBR for this month and I plan on reading it on a full moon because I think it'll just help with the atmosphere. Next up we have The Vanishing Cherry Blossom Bookshop, and I got this off HarperCollins when they were doing the TikTok live. I think it was something like £5 on their live at the time, and it just intrigued me. The cover is so pretty. Let's see if we can get that so you can see the like foily bits of cherry blossoms falling. Welcome to the Cherry Blossom Bookshop, a haven for book lovers that only appears during the fleeting cherry blossom season. Nestled amidst the bloom of delicate petals, you'll find a sanctuary for those burdened by regrets and past sorrows. Here, Sakura, the mysterious young owner, and her wise calico cat, Kabuka, patiently await the arrival of souls in need of solace and healing. Told over 4 seasons, each visitor to the bookshop holds a book that bridges their past and present, guiding them towards understanding and acceptance with antique charm of the shop and the soothing aroma of freshly brewed coffee. Sakura and Kabaka, terrible, help their guests confront their lingering sadness through the power of stories, enabling them to move forward with renewed hope. Do plan on reading this one in the spring, cherry blossom season. Next up we have, I've got an itchy neck, sorry, The Sovereign by C.L. Clarke. This is the final book in the Magic of the Lost series, and I'm really looking forward to finishing the series off. I am reading all 3 books this month. I have read the first, but I read that back in 2021 when it came out, and cannot remember everything off the top of my head, so I have it as an audiobook to listen to. And then I will read The Faithless, which is the second book, and then Sovereign. I'm looking forward to them. Then we have Let's Split Up by Bill Wood. When hot-it couple Brad and Shelley are brutally murdered in a manor on the edge of town, a group of friends investigate. A theory spreads around town as fast as the fire on the day of the killings. The old ghoul who haunts the house after his own murder has finally taken revenge. As Cam, Jonesy, Amber and a new girl, Buffy, search for clues, the rumour feels closer to the truth than they ever dared think possible. And as they enter the derelict building themselves, the idea of splitting up to find evidence will prove to be the best or worst decision of all. The second book is out now. and he's just announced a third book for this series. Looking forward to that. That's on this month's TBR as well. Hopefully I will get to the books on my TBR, but we have just got a new puppy, so I'm not holding stuff high at the moment, hoping to get to stuff. Then we have The Devouring Light by Kat Ellis. I also got this from the HarperCollins Live because I just wanted another spooky book. When rivals Hayden Romero and Deacon Rex and their bands, including Hayden's ex Cairo, are stranded on their way to a rock festival, they think missing the gig is the worst thing that's going to happen to them this weekend. It's not. Sorry, it's not. Marooned with a broken down bus in the treacherous swamplands, they spot an old house where they can hole up until help comes. But the house has been waiting for them, and it knows help isn't coming. As secrets are revealed and bodies pile up, Hayden starts to lose their grip on reality. Can the house make good on its promise to make all her dreams come true? And can Hayden afford the deadly cost? Yeah. Just what I need. Next up, we have my books from Broken Binding. We are going to start off with my anniversary present from my husband, which is The 200 Years War by Michael Livingston. And look at the sprayed edges, top and bottom. Can't remember if it's got anything under the dust jacket. No. The spine is pretty with its little castle. A new radical original account of the longest military conflict in European history, challenging the conventional period. Words do not want to work. I'll give up with that one for the moment. Of the 100 Years' War, to consider a much longer period of Anglo-French conflict. Michael Livingston argues that the English lens through which the war has been viewed has led historians to define it in terms of English interests, most famously the claim of the English Plantagenet King Edward III to the rightful King of France, and that the events collectively labelled the 100 Years' War are best seen as a sequence of steps in France's struggle to define itself as a nation for much of the period. France's primary rival was indeed England, but it was by no means the only combatant. Burgundy stood in its way too, as did Brittany, Flanders, Navarre, and other rival powers. Viewing France as the primary engine driving the war leads Livingston to consider a much longer time span, starting with the Anglo-French Pirate War of 1292, which swiftly escalated into a fight over England's feudal possessions of Gascony, and ending with the marriage of Charles VIII of France to Anne of Brittany, by which Brittany was subsumed into the French realm. I am honestly horrendous reading words out loud. I'm just realising this now. Why did I start BookTube? It's just not working. Words don't want to come out in the right way. Next up, we have the Halloween box, which It's Not a Cult by Joey Beatty, who I didn't find out until after I got the book who the author is. And I have watched him in The Witcher and absolutely loved him in that. Didn't realise he was a writer as well. Looking forward to reading this. I'm moving again because I've got a dead leg now. I'll read you the blurb, if I can read the words. Callum, Mussolini and Al play in a band with no name, baffling audiences in terrible pubs across the northeast of England with their sound. Their songs tell the stories of the Soul Cats, fictional northern gods of small things, of mishap and mayhem. Absolutely no one knows what they're on about, but they believe in their music and in each other, and they're happy. That is, until an act of violence at a pub gig goes viral. They catch the eye of a disillusioned influencer and suddenly go from having a cult following to having a cult following. All the Soul Cats want, Callum insists, is to have the effect on the world, but as fans from LA to Australia flock to Northumberland and each gig becomes larger and more lawless than the last, the effect starts to feel scarily real, which possesses the question, if the Soul Cats really do exist, which is it more dangerous to anger a wayward group of elderly gods or your biggest fans? Because gods and cults both demand sacrifices, and one way or another they're going to get one. This is a sprayed edge on this one, top and bottom as well. I'm not sure what they're meant to be. Should we all have guesses? I think it's lizards and dinosaurs, but I'm not sure. Let me know what you think in the comments. This is the hardback. Think it's only on the front. Yeah, there's nothing on the back. I am looking forward to that, because I really enjoyed last year's Halloween book that the Broken Binding did. What was it called? The Black Hunger. That one was really creepy. Next up we have The Witcher: Crossroads of Ravens, and this, I don't know if you can see the sprayed edge on that, it's got a raven on it. This is their newest subscription service. It's a sci-fi SFF subscription, so it's like sci-fi fantasy, and it's at the moment every other month. This is the embossed black embossed cover. Oh, words, honestly leave me sometimes. This has some really pretty end papers though as well, which hats off to the artist for this, because they are stunning. And this is the back one. And I know The Witcher is books, it's a game, it's a TV series, but I don't know where this book lands in the Witcher series, so I will have to do my research. That's why I'm not reading you the blurb. Or maybe I can. Before he was the White Wolf or the Butcher of Balviken, Geralt of Rivia was simply a fresh graduate of Kaer Morhen, stepping into a world that neither understands nor welcomes his kind. And when an act of naive heroism goes gravely wrong, Geralt is only saved from the noose by Preston Holt, a grizzled witcher with a buried past and an agenda of his own. Under Holt's guiding hand, Geralt begins to learn what it truly means to walk the path to protect a world that fears him and to survive in it on his own terms. But as the line between right and wrong begins to blur, Geralt must decide to become the monster everyone expects or something else entirely. This is the story of how legends are made and what they cost. Okay, I think it may be before the other Witcher books. So, I will do my research and then come back to you when I know more. Because The Witcher is the series I'm doing all of next year along with Stormlight Archives. I'm scared for that one. Then we have my sci-fi subscription, which is the second book to The Sparrow. And that is Children of Gods by Mary Doira Russell. I struggle with the middle name. This is the sprayed edges. That's the top. The bottom. Comes with the bookmark as well. I do like that. It comes with the thread bookmark. What I will say is the Witcher book was late because they didn't ship it out until the end of September. So it's why it's in the October haul, because I didn't get it until October. So the Children of Gods hardcover book. The front looks like that, and the back has a quote on: "For I am every dead thing in whom love wrought new alchemy." Here's the end papers and the back end papers. That is everything I got in October. I should not have as many books in my November haul because I start buying Christmas presents now for everyone involved for Christmas, and I'm looking forward to that. So yeah, next month's haul may be a lot less. Anyway, thank you for watching and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.